What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here. Welcome to another episode of Craziest Nintendo Stuff This Week, where we go over facts and trivia about Nintendo games or just some Nintendo stuff that you might not know about. So today we're going to be taking a look at some Nintendo gaming mysteries, some crazy enigmas to bring out your inner detective. What better way to celebrate the release of Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D than going over a mystifying, mysterious mystery about the banana-hoarding, tie-wearing monkey himself? If you're alive back in the grand old year of 1987, before yours truly was even born, surely you remember the official Nintendo Player's Guide thingamabob for that said year. In this guide, it makes mention of an upcoming NES game called Return of Donkey Kong. Hyping us up for it, it states that Donkey Kong is soon to come back with more barrel-tossing fun, but this time you're in control. Are you video buff enough to handle the one and only Return of Donkey Kong? Watch for it. Oh, we're watching, Nintendo. We're watching. We've been watching for 26 years and haven't heard a peep about it. This Return of Donkey Kong is so mysterious though that even Howard Phillips, a former spokesperson for Nintendo of America who likes wearing bow ties for some reason and had close connections to Nintendo publications at that time, doesn't remember the game at all. As for why he doesn't remember the game, well, 3 words: Nintendo Ninja Assassins. Yeah! But with the Return of Donkey Kong never materializing, the furry ape remained dormant for a number of years between the releases of Donkey Kong 3 in 1983 and Donkey Kong on the Game Boy in 1994. There is speculation though that the idea of the Return of Donkey Kong turned into Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo, and it does have some merit since the player's guide states that you would control the banana hoarder himself, along with there being some barrel tossing action, and both are present in Donkey Kong Country. Maybe sometime down the road we will get some real clarification about this long forgotten game from someone who actually worked on it, or it could just fall into the deep dark bottomless pit of no return. But we must remain vigilant and continue to watch for it because the Nintendo Player's Guide told us to. Now, have you ever wanted an official gold-plated Gameboy Advance SP made with some real gold bling? Sure you do, but you're not getting one. It's not that I don't like you, it's just that we don't even know if they exist. Here, let me explain. In a faraway land called Europe, when the Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap was released in all its splendor, some limited edition gold-painted Game Boy Advance SP collector's bundles were sold. Only 300 of them were made and only available for purchase through the Nintendo Stars catalog. Taking a page from Willy Wonka though, Nintendo decided to place a gold ticket in a few of these bundles. And if you receive one of these gold tickets in your package, you would be able to receive a 24 karat gold Game Boy Advance SP. Now, according to different sources, there were 7 gold SPs that were made, with one of the 7 being given away through a magazine. Now, why in the world would I categorize a simple giveaway as a mystery? Well, it's because they may have never actually been given out. There have been no reports of winners, no eBay auctions selling them, or even an official source saying they were ever made. It remains a mystery as to what happened to these gold-plated SPs. It could be that the bundles that included the tickets were owned by collectors who never opened their boxes, or maybe Nintendo bailed out at the end. Could it have possibly been an elaborate hoax by Nintendo to use false advertisement to get people to purchase the bundles? But forget I said that, the ninjas are watching. If you've ever played The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you will notice that there are trees. There's a giant dead tree, these trees, those trees, and this tree. She's purty, ain't she? And she hides a mystery all her own too. Now if you head to Lake Hylia and past the creepy crazy skeleton man's house, seriously, he's creepy. This is the bane of a child's nightmares. He has baby alien squid things in jars and a chainsaw machete. Enough said. But once you pass its house, you make your way across the bridges to the lonely island with the lonely tree, and you will notice it isn't any ordinary tree. Oh no, this chalupa has 3 scratches in it as if a giant beast clawed it for no apparent reason. But why? Well, that is the mystery. There's no explanation within the game as to why it is there. It just is. The water temple is right next door, which is home to the boss Morpha, but it couldn't have done it. It's a giant amoeba, and if you haven't noticed, it doesn't have claws. Maybe Nintendo just wanted to add some character to this lonesome tree by making it more zazzy. Interestingly enough, in the remake of Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, you will come to find out that the scratches have been removed. Mysterious. But that will bring us to the end of yet another episode of Craziest Nintendo Stuff This Week. If you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up. You can stay tuned for more videos like this in the future, along with my video reviews and my news segments. But I'll talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!